Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:34, and Nirvana with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Not too bad of a day today. Partly cloudy with a high of 41. Tomorrow, rain with a high of 51. It's 25 in downtown Springfield. It's 84 at 167 Dwight Road in Longmeadow.
It was 85 about 30 minutes ago.
We're moving down.
Yeah, a half a degree. I'm going to guess by 9 o'clock it could get down in about 82.
All right. I think all right.
Man, what a show we've got in store for you today. I hardly know where to begin describing it, but it will be something else.
It will be. We have a guest, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Who is that?
Peg Weeble from Make-A-Wish. Got a big event coming up. I'll tell you all about that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Can they make our wish of having a cooler studio?
This is as cool as it's ever. It is cool, Steve, just not cooler.
It ain't Billy D. Williams cool.
No, it's just, but we're getting there. It's Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. This spring, Rock 102. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:50, and the Rolling Stones with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be not too bad today, outside anyway. It's going to be mix of sun and clouds with a high of 41. It is 26 in downtown Springfield. It is, what did you say it was? 80 point what?
It is now 83.3 degrees.
Right here at the Rock 102 studios. It's always warmer in Longmeadow.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Maybe.
There you go.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Afro Man won a jury verdict, clearing him of wrongdoing in a lawsuit filed by 7 Ohio police officers who claim the rapper defamed them by releasing music videos that mocked them after a failed raid on his home. Have you seen any of the court stuff about this?
I actually haven't.
We're going to have to talk about this at length, maybe after 7 o'clock. Or, I'm sorry, we just talked about it 2 hours ago.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's very interesting. They raided his home for suspected kidnapping. There was no kidnapping there. False information. So then Afro Man takes the surveillance footage and makes a music video out of the fumbling cops that raided his home, and it was called Lemon Pound Cake.
What a great idea that is.
And these cops sued him for defamation, yet he won the lawsuit. It's a wild story. The verdict came in an unusual lawsuit filed by members of the Ohio County Sheriff's Department over songs and social media posts by Afro Man, also known as Joseph Foreman, that harshly criticized the guns-drawn 2022 raid on his property, which yielded no charges at all. Very interesting case, and we'll dive into that at length a little later.
Or maybe
earlier.
we already have.
We already have. It's this old time travel thing, Bax. You and that DeLorean with the flux capacitor.
Well, that's because where we're going, we don't need roads.
No, we do need air conditioning, though. Former reality TV star Joseph Garrett Duggar. Is it Duggar or Duggar?
Duggar, I believe.
Known for appearing on 19 Kids and Counting, was arrested for alleged crimes against a minor in Panama City Beach. The Bay County Sheriff's Office charged Duggar with lewd and lascivious behavior, including molestation of a victim younger than 12. The arrest came after a 14-year-old victim disclosed past sexual abuse during a family vacation when she was 9. Duggar allegedly manipulated the victim. All right, we don't need to get into the details of what he did, but this is now the second Duggar.
Yes.
Who has been charged. 19 charges and counting.
That would be a hell of a new reality show, wouldn't it be?
What's going on in that family?
I don't know. I think after like 19 kids, you start getting a little loose with the family rules.
Perhaps. A director using generative AI to insert a digital version of Val Kilmer into a film with permission from the actor's estate and family. This is not good.
Well, did the family get paid for this?
Yeah, I mean, the estate does.
Okay, well, then that's okay.
The project involves voice modeling and image repositories to create a synthetic version of Kilmer While legal permission has been granted, questions remain about the authenticity and the artistic integrity of digital resurrection. The use of technology to recreate deceased actors raises ethical and artistic considerations, prompting debate about the nature of performance and audience perception.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
I think ultimately it is a bad idea.
I mean, you can recreate anything. You know these people who clone their pets?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to clone my pet because I missed my pet so much. It might have the same genetic makeup, but it's not the same pet.
And you know what? There's maybe another pet in a kennel somewhere that sure could use a nice adopted home.
Yeah.
Who hasn't been cloned.
Well, yeah, but I mean, don't you want to relive your with Sparky? Don't you want to relive your time with Sparky?
Well, I mean, I love my dog. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, when the time finally comes, we'll probably get another dog.
Yeah.
Not another him.
You know what I would do if I cloned my dog? I would set up the living room as of what my perception of the Rainbow Bridge looks like, so that confuses the hell out of the dog. When he gets there, he's like, "Whoa, am I alive? Am I dead?
Where am I?
What? There's the bridge. That's the one he was talking about.
There's a big bag of kibble on the other side and a garbage can just waiting for me to rip through."
Oh my God. Lorde has announced she is now an independent artist after her contract with Universal Music Group ended. The singer shared the news in a voice note to fans, expressing excitement about new possibilities. Lorde signed with UMG in 2009 and reflected on her long history with the label. She also mentioned her plans to get a driver's license before turning 30 in November. Additionally, Lorde is set to headline the upcoming edition of Lollapalooza along with Charlie XCX and Tate McRae. Just getting her driver's license at the age of 30.
Wow, it's
never too late.
So soon?
Well, she could never be a royal.
I see what you did there.
Miley Cyrus acknowledges the pressure of performing at the Super Bowl halftime show in a recent interview, hinting at a possible acceptance of the challenge. Despite feeling overwhelmed by the scale of the event, Cyrus expressed interest in creating a performance that honors her discography and past eras. What is with because Taylor Swift did the era thing, now they're all doing the era thing?
Yeah.
She also discussed her upcoming 20th anniversary celebration of Hannah Montana. Boy, that's making those millennials feel pretty old.
It should.
Emphasizing the importance of authenticity and connection with your audience, the special will include a performance of Best of Both Worlds and a surprise appearance from Selena Gomez.
Authenticity.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember the basic plot line of Hannah Montana?
She was not authentic at all.
No.
She was
the very definition of inauthentic.
She played two different parts. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Sony Pictures and Pop Mart have announced the development of a Labubu film, because that's exactly what we need.
Fantastic.
With Paddington director Paul King set to direct and co-write the screenplay with Steve Levinson, the furry monster toy dolls created by Hong Kong illustrator Ka-Sing Lung have gained popularity worldwide and are known for their ugly, cute aesthetic. I told you my buddy I showed you the video.
Yeah.
He's got a whole house full of these things.
That'll be worth absolutely nothing someday.
Yes, but they're like $40 to $50 per doll. He's got a whole house full of them.
You got to have a lot of money around the house to be spending that much money on a Labubu doll.
Yet he's driving a 1984 Chevy Celebrity. I don't know how that's possible. Oh, you know why? Because there's so many Labubu dolls inside his house.
Are there a bunch of Labubu dolls shoved in the back window of the car?
I believe there are.
Nice.
They're all over. Kim Kardashian took a dramatic tumble into a bush while wearing towering heels during the 2026 Oscars weekend.
Really? Well, she must have something to say.
Oh my God, the last time I dealt with that much bush was when Ray J munched the bearded biscuit like I pitchforked some hay for the donkey in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95.
Caitlin?
Well, I never got that done and dirty with your mother, Kris Kim, but I ate her raisin bran with 2 scoops of whiskered raisins. I ate a slopper with extra mayo from Burger King.
What are you trying to say?
Did you ever have Burger King?
I have not.
Oh, you should try the Freedom Fries.
Can I have it my way?
You can have it any way you want. What I'm trying to say is I ate the muff cabbage from the Whisker Ditch.
Oh, my God, yes.
Did you ever have the muff cabbage from the Whisker Ditch?
Well, you know, it is St. Patrick's Day week.
Well, yesterday was corned beef and slabbage.
Right.
Today it's muff cabbage and Whisker Ditch. It's leftovers.
I was going to say, is it left over from the meal?
And that is your Hollywood Trash on Rock 102.
Yard.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware with Scott's 4-Step. 4 easy steps to an awesome lawn.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, folks, this is it. The road to the Final Four, the big dance. The results of the stupid first 4 play-in games are done, and now March Madness is officially about to begin this afternoon with games beginning at 12:15. Texas, Howard, Prairie View A&M, and Miami of Ohio all got their way in and will face almost certain elimination. Now, you might ask, Baxie, you're a big student of the college game. Who are you picking for this year's tourney time brackets? Well, a true expert never reveals his full hand, but considering today's opening round, I thought I'd throw you a bone and give you a little insight into who I'm picking. Now, according to my brackets, Siena, Ohio State, Northern Iowa, California Baptist, South Florida, North Dakota State, USCF, Furman, Prairie View, Iowa, Vanderbilt, Troy, VCU, Penn, Texas A&M, Idaho, Long Island, Utah State, High Point, Hawaii, Texas, Kennesaw State, Miami, Queens, Howard, St. Louis, Akron, Hofstra, Miami of Ohio, Wright State, Santa Clara, and Tennessee State are all going home early. That means that Duke, TCU, St. John's, Kansas, Louisville, Michigan State, UCLA, UConn, Florida, Clemson, McNeese, Nebraska, North Carolina, Illinois, St. Mary's, Houston, Arizona, Villanova, Wisconsin, Arkansas, BYU, Gonzaga, Missouri, Purdue, Michigan, Georgia, Texas Tech, Alabama, Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, and Iowa State will probably stick around for a while, at least for a little bit. Because you see, everybody on either side of the opening round are going to lose at some point. Everybody except for one team. And that's what makes this thing so damn exciting. Is it a matter of who's going to win, who's going to lose, or how messed up your bracket's going to be after the opening round? That, my friends, is what March Madness is all about. Believing that Lady Luck was on your side when you filled out your brackets, thinking that you knew what you were doing, when in fact you did not. Because nobody does, and yet we do it anyway because that's the very definition of madness. And I'm warning you now, I'm starting to come down with a really bad case of it, and it is contagious. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know, the Ego Mower, Ego Blower, and the Ego String Trimmer all run the same thing. It ain't smelly gasoline. It's the same battery. Interchangeable with each one. And they're all on sale right now at your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Springfield's Classic Rock at 6:13 and Queen with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be a mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 41. Tomorrow, some rain showers with a high of 51. It is 26 right now in downtown Springfield. What do we got? Somebody from Make-A-Wish coming up later on this morning.
Yeah, I'm hosting an event coming up on the 28th. It's actually a really cool event, Swish Night at Long Meadow Country Club for Make-A-Wish. Really, really cool event, and we'll tell you all the details about that, but looking forward to it.
All right. Yesterday we've been talking about all these hairs growing off of me.
Yes.
You know, like I said, it was like a potato. Like you leave a potato in a cabinet for a couple of months.
It starts growing like eyes and hairs and
yeah,
stuff.
that's what my head looks like because I look like a potato or a thumb
with
hair.
A large potato, like an
oversized potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look more, I'd say to me, you look more like a State Fair pumpkin.
Did you ever have potato head?
I owned a Mr. Potato Head when I was a kid.
Would you like some?
No.
All right.
Not
anyway,
at this age.
So I and we've talked about the waxing before. You've gone over to the Tony's barber shop there, and that girl Jen, she puts the wax up your nose and then pulls it out. Looks like a little troll doll.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
It really does.
So I tried laser hair removal, and I didn't realize they could do the nose hairs too.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Huh.
And they did.
Really?
Yeah. So I went to this place in Amherst yesterday. It's Amherst Laser and Skincare place, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't understand the process.
Were you expecting like a Star Wars lightsaber type of thing, or like pew pew pew?
Well,
that kind of thing.
It kind of is. It's very much like that. It almost reminds me, those balls with the lightning inside of them, and you put your finger on it, and then the current automatically goes to your fingertips.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what this is. But they can't get gray hairs. The good thing is I don't have too many of those.
Why can't they get the grays?
Because the laser looks for the pigment in the hair.
Oh, see, like right now, if you just left gray hair in my nose,
Yeah.
first of all, I think it makes me look quite distinguished. But secondly, every hair I got now is gray.
Yeah, see, it's not going to be for everybody.
Yeah, I guess not. Oh, well.
But I'm lucky enough that I still have some darker colored hair. And what the laser is supposed to do is heat up the follicle inside.
Oh, yeah.
And it eventually just damages it so much that it never grows back again. That's the whole idea behind it.
So this would be like a permanent hair removal or like a
Eventually it will.
periodic hair removal?
Well, you got to go. It's like It's like doing the waxing the nose hair. It's the same kind of maintenance. You got to go back and do it again. And I thought this was going to take like an hour. It took like 5 minutes.
Well, how big do you think your nose and ears are?
Well, I just didn't I didn't understand until I actually saw the process in action.
If they were moving hair off your back,
yeah,
that takes time. Because they're
You know
just
what?
doing a
Maybe
little.
I should do that next time.
Maybe. But nose, hairs. I mean, it's small, fleshy real estate there. That should take no time at all.
And neither did the ear hairs. And basically, it burns them. It burns. So you can smell burnt hair when you do it. And then you get these little singes here. And then when I went home and showered and all that stuff, it scrubs right off. I got like a nice little smooth little baby bottom there.
Look at that.
Yeah, right on my ears and in my nose.
See, the problem I have is because, like, at my age, the ear hairs just keep growing and growing, like seaweed in the ocean.
Yeah.
It can grow like 4 or 5 feet in a day. If I trim them, by the end of the day, it's like I never trimmed them at all.
So you got gray nose hairs?
Yeah, take a look.
I can't really see.
I just trimmed them the other day, and actually, I need to go see my friend Jen, the hair slayer.
Yeah.
To take care of that, and maybe a light trim.
See, it used to look like a little troll doll when she pulled that little popsicle stick out, but now it looks like Doc Brown. Like you have a little Doc Brown thing.
This is how unruly it gets.
Yeah.
Now you would think like one wad of wax with the popsicle stick, and that would do it.
Yeah.
She has had to do it up to 3 times for my nose hair.
Now the other piece.
I think about that because the first time you do it, it's a little shocking. When they're waxing something. I don't want to say it hurts. It's just shocking. But 3 times, man, you feel like you're a human being again.
And then you get the people who are like, you can't. You need those nose hairs to protect you from diseases and things like that. Yeah, the ones way up, you're not getting those. You're only getting the ones that are protruding out from the bottom of your nostrils.
Listen, I got such a... it's like an SOS pad in there half the time. And I'm always, reaching for my nose and trying to scratch them. You can't comb them.
Yeah.
I've tried. You can't part them down the middle.
Yeah.
You have them all going in the same direction. It doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way, does it?
No, and not for lack of trying.
And so I go to this place, and this nice lady, Julie, who was the nurse practitioner there, kind of explains the whole thing and gives you all the rules. Like, you can't really, after you're done doing this, you can't really go outside and sunbathe.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because of the laser has, it does some... You have
probably
to wait.
Takes a fraction of skin off your ear.
Yeah, you have to wait like 2 weeks before you go out and sunbathe. But I'm not sunbathing anyway.
Not now.
Maybe in a few months I will, but not today. And they singe it off. It feels so much better. It's almost like I can hear better because all that hair was absorbing the sound.
Now, did they go deep? Into my ear. Did they go deep into the ear, or just like around the holes?
It's basically like all the surface area there. And when they put it up to your head, it's almost like a bug zapper. It sounds like a bug zapper.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt at all. But it's more startling to hear that sound than it is anything else. And then you're like, we're gonna do your nose, and
well, so now that you've got...
and you got to wear these weird glasses, too.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to get that in your eyes.
No.
Now that you've done this, and now you realize it's nothing to be afraid of or ashamed of, You get other parts done too?
Well, I said in my video yesterday that maybe the downtown area.
Full Brazilian?
No, I was talking about my belly button.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that's the downtown area to me.
That's pretty downtown.
Yeah. Down below that's the ghetto.
Yeah, right.
But,
that requires more than just a few treatments.
Oh yeah, that's gonna require you'd have to get a whole army of lasers to get that Sasquatch.
I mean, I know other people that are in the waxing field, and they they do good work.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go down there and just say do the ears, and while you're down there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable doing that.
No, I don't think
I'm
I
sure
would
there
either.
are people who do that.
There are a lot of when the summertime comes around, they want their bikini line all waxed.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure I require that done by people that I know.
There's a nice group of folks that works up at this Amherst Laser Center. They don't need to be subjected to the disgust and disgrace of a man like myself.
Because we're public figures in a way, which makes me feel uncomfortable just saying it, but we're public figures in a way.
Yeah.
I would need to go in there like with a disguise, fake nose, mustache,
all
something. Yes, maybe like a wig.
Hello. I would like to get my downtown area lasered, please.
I would like a full Brazilian, please. And by the way, I am not Bax from Rock 102 on the radio.
Uh-huh. So
I'm someone completely different.
But you know what? It was a different experience. Because I've had the waxing done before.
Right. Where?
And I've had it done at your place at Tony's barbershop.
Oh yeah, the nose waxing.
But
sure.
I haven't done the. Oh no, I wouldn't do. I told you I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
No,
I
I'm
wouldn't
talking like your back or chest or armpits or legs or whatever.
I was thinking I got these I never had back hair until I turned 45.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden he's got these errant. I feel like Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf when he was.
Yes.
Now I got to go surf on top of the minivan.
And you can't shave that back there because you can barely see it.
Yeah, and I got nobody to shave it for me, so maybe I should get the laser treatment
What
done
the heck?
On the back.
What the heck? Nothing to fear now.
No.
you're old. You're an old pro at this.
But if it's like a bug zapper and they were getting errant ones in my ear and nose, I bet you when they put it on my back, it'll be like when you put 1,000 mosquitoes into a bug zapper. That's what it sounds like. But I feel fresh and clean now.
It's 6:23 with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102.
Big job.
Cutting corners. No, sir.
It's 6:26 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be mix of sun and clouds with a high of 41. It's 26 downtown. What is it here?
I got 82.6 degrees.
It's a little warm in here.
It started off at 85, so we're moving it down in the right direction. Hey, Rock 102's Bracket Brawl brought to you by Hooplandia and Bud Light. If you go to rock102.com, you can make your picks before the first game starts later on today. That's around 12:15 or so. Make the best picks of the whole tournament. You get a $500 cash card. Pick every game correctly. You could win $1 million. It's Rock 102's Bracket Brawl brought to you by Hooplandia, Bud Light, The Yard Tavern, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock. So you better get cracking if you want to participate in Bracket Brawl.
There you go. Are you ready to laugh?
Yes.
Let's laugh if I can find it. There you go.
There you go.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
A guy comes home late one night and his wife's waiting for him at the door, arms crossed. Where the hell have you been? She says. I was out getting a tattoo. And her eyes get narrow. A tattoo? What kind of tattoo? I got $100 bill on my manhood. And she stares at him, dumbfounded. $100 bill? On your wee-wee? The hell are you thinking? And he grins and he says, well, for 3 reasons. 1, I like to watch my money grow. 2, every now and then I enjoy playing with my money. And 3, this way, instead of going shopping, you can stay home and blow $100. I don't even know what that means.
I don't understand that.
How is she going to shop with a tattoo? I don't
have no
understand.
idea.
It's not real currency.
No, it's not.
What a confusing joke.
It really is.
I don't understand.
Bax and Nagle in the morning on Rock.
31. With Bax and Nagle and Rock 102, it's time for news brought to you by Bond 124 Gastropub in Somers, Connecticut. It's open daily. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. Holyoke police are looking for a suspect wanted in connection with a shooting who may be armed and dangerous. In a news release on Wednesday afternoon by the Holyoke police at around 2:30 p.m. on February 10th, officers were called to a shots fired report in the area of High and John Street. Police located the incident on West Court Street. Information was received about that the shooting victim, an adult man, was in a vehicle on their way to the hospital. They suffered serious injuries but were expected to recover. During the investigation, it was revealed that the victim and suspect knew each other after a confrontation with another. The suspect, later identified as 41-year-old Robert Rivera, allegedly shot the victim. I shot a man.
What's your man got to do with me?
I said I shot a man.
I'm not trying to hear that, see?
An arrest warrant was issued for multiple violent and firearm-related charges for Rivera, nicknamed Dirt. Dirt. He is described as 5'1" and 140 pounds and considered armed and dangerous? What?
Well, he'd have to have something to be intimidating anybody.
5'1", 140.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Would it be safe to say there are hygiene issues that may, for whatever reason, be associated with the nickname?
Like a pig pen walking around with a dust cloud and a security blanket?
Well,
the security blanket was Linus.
That was Linus.
Yeah,
no, he just had the dust cloud.
He had the stink.
Yes.
Stank on the hang low, if you know what I'm saying.
Dirt
stank on the hang low.
Yes.
Police released 3 photos of Rivera, stating that the photo on the left, if you can look at your radio right now, is 12 years old, and in the middle is 10 years old. So, not that he's 10 or 12 in the pictures. They were just taken 10 to 12 years ago.
I see.
Yeah.
So they don't have anything newer.
No. 2 teenagers were arrested in connection with the shooting. On February 26th, a 17-year-old boy was arrested at Holyoke Juvenile Court, and on March 3rd, a 16-year-old boy was arrested at his home on Dwight Street. They were both charged with joint venture,
Yeah.
threat to commit a crime, and conspiracy. Anyone with information regarding Rivera's whereabouts is urged not to approach him and call 911, or you can call the Holyoke police, or you can text the tip anonymously.
I'm looking at the pictures now, like 12 years apart.
He looks like he got younger.
He trimmed the beard in a way, and his male pattern baldness is starting to maybe be a little bit more noticeable. But I mean, there seems to be a common theme here. One, no one has ever said, "Hey, cheese." That's never happened. And then secondly, it seems like all 3 of these pictures happened in the same type of facility, like mugshots.
Well, the blue one is the licensed one. Everybody gets that one for free.
Is the middle one like the Costco membership one? Because I can't really tell here.
No, I believe that's BJ's.
BJ's.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so confused. Right.
Maybe he's got that tattoo of $100 somewhere.
I don't.
You never know. But anyway, if you see this guy, stay far away. Stay away from dirt.
Yes, at 5'1" and 140 pounds, you might want to back off.
That sounds like the chicken hawk.
Get away from me, boy! You bother me.
I'm going to go out and get me some fentanyl. No. Here, boy. You're bothering me.
Y'all don't want the fentanyl. What you want is something different. Like this 2x4, for example. You go right up to the dog and you smack him on the behind with it.
And then the dog comes out and starts chasing you. And
first you take this cassava melon and then you tease him with it.
2 people were arrested in Springfield on Tuesday after a traffic stop on Union Street led to an alleged assault on an officer and the recovery of large quantities of drugs and cash. The Springfield Police Department states around 8 p.m., officers were patrolling the area of Union Street and performed a traffic stop on the 500 block of Union Street. The driver and the passenger, 21-year-old Roberto Gates Delgado of Springfield and 32-year-old Jonathan Figueroa of Lynn, began walking away from their vehicle while ignoring officers' commands. On St. Patrick's Day, the Lord's Day.
What's a guy from Lynn doing all the way out here?
Oh, he heard of that Holyoke Parade Week.
Yeah, but they
leading up to that parade and road race.
Loads of celebrations out in Lynn.
As officers
with paddy wagons and police vehicles. All lined up in a row.
Paddy wagons.
Oh, paddy wagons.
Oh, paddy wagons. As officers were attempting to detain Guts Delgado, he broke free and grabbed a fanny pack out of the car.
Ooh, how intimidating.
Why don't you go with your 5'1", 140-pound friend? During a struggle, Guts Delgado punched the officer in the face, and the officer utilized OC spray, causing the fanny pack to fall on the ground. That's pepper spray. That's not ocean spray.
No. Well, I mean, you ever drink cranberry sauce after a glass of milk? It's disgusting. I mean, that would.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Have you done that?
Yeah, like on a Thanksgiving meal, have the cranberry sauce, grab a thing of milk, and all of a sudden the milk tastes awful.
Is there a lot of people who drink milk with their Thanksgiving meal?
When you're a 5-year-old kid, it's the only
so.
beverage they're giving you. They're not giving you a round of shots.
It's like trying to eat something after you just brushed your teeth.
Yeah,
and nothing tastes good.
That's right.
Figueroa picked up the fanny pack and began to run from the officers. Did he go, "Oh, try to catch me. I got my fanny pack." Figueroa was located
I'm sure the cops must say, be on the lookout for a dude in a fanny pack.
Yeah, fanny pack. That's what they go over the radio. Fanny pack alert on Union Street.
Yo, you with a fanny pack. Pull over.
You got your biscuits for your doggies at the Dakin Humane Society? Is that what you're going to do with those?
Are your Pokemon cards in that fanny pack?
Approximately 29 grams of crack cocaine, 1 bag of cocaine, 2 bags of marijuana, and 216 baggies of heroin were located inside the fanny pack. That's one hell of a fanny pack.
Oh, it's roomy.
Also, $1,400 in cash was found as well. Guts Delgado and Figueroa were placed under arrest and were charged with a slew of charges, including trafficking crack cocaine and resisting arrest and yada, yada, yada. They're going to be arraigned in district court. St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Of all the days.
Well, a lot of police are in parades. Mm-hmm. Maybe sometimes, when they're all going to be there, being over here with your fanny pack, maybe that was his big plan all along.
I guess so. The State Ethics Commission Enforcement Division issued an order to show cause that alleges a former Holyoke City councilor violated the conflict of interest law. The order states that David Bartley, while serving as city councilor, allegedly represented private parties in real estate matters involving the city and did not comply with the mandatory training and education requirements of the law. Between 2023 and 2025, Bartley represented his private law clients in 4 real estate matters in which Holyoke was a party or had a direct and substantial interest. It alleges that in 2023, the housing court was considering the city's petition to enforce the state sanitary code at a Holyoke property. Bartley, as attorney for the late owner's heirs, communicated with the city's attorney regarding a continuance of the petition and was paid by the heirs upon the sale of the property. You're not supposed to do that. After the city referred a Holyoke property to the Attorney General's office regarding state sanitary code violations, Bartley responded to a 2024 demand letter from the Attorney General's office on behalf of the property owner. In February of 2024, Bartley represented a client who had purchased a property from the city in 2019, which included a reverter clause allowing the city to take the property back if it was not developed within 5 years. As attorney for the property owner, Bartley communicated with a prospective buyer's counsel in connection with a request for a waiver of the reverter clause. I don't even know what any of this means. He was doing stuff he shouldn't have been doing.
No, that goes
conflict of interest. The law prohibits municipal employees from acting as agents or attorneys for anyone other than the municipality, doing paid work for anyone other than the municipality in connection with matters. This is just...
Well, so here's the larger picture here. Yeah. So this guy's from Holyoke. There's a conflict of interest, and everybody wants him booted out, right?
Yeah.
If this had happened in Springfield and you had a city council president who was involved in a conflict of interest, she'd stick around.
Yeah. Listen,
that shows you the difference between Springfield and Holyoke.
It's not even the difference. It's like, these people, they just do whatever they want.
Being a city councilor does not give you carte blanche on conflict.
But seriously, what is the real consequences to any of these things?
Well, the consequences, can you prove that somebody is, benefiting from certain decisions or, certain, ordinances And if you are benefiting from it and that changes how you cast your vote, well, then you need to disclose, hey, this is a conflict and maybe I should recuse myself from this vote or this argumentation and just say, okay, I'm out on this one.
Yeah, but they don't do that. And they continuously violate the law.
Well,
and nobody really holds them accountable.
Some do, and that's fine. You just don't hear about it that often. But when they don't, and someone says, hey, wait a minute now, isn't that a conflict? They arrogantly say, no, that's not as far as I'm concerned. You gotta be able to argue your point and prove it.
Isn't this Bartley guy related to the Bartley that passed away, the one that's all the buildings are named after at the Holyoke Community College? Isn't that the same Bartley? Isn't that the same family lineage?
Perhaps. I honestly don't know.
You got all that family HCC building money.
Yeah, I don't know how many, how much they profited off of that, or whether Bartley left his money to make that happen.
Maybe he didn't leave it to his son, and that's why he had to go on, a quasi semi-criminal like behavior.
Maybe. Yeah. Being left out like that could cause all kinds of problems in a family.
I'm going to continue my family's name by committing white-collar crimes.
That's what this family was built on, and that's how that reputation will continue.
Harold's Ice Cream has partnered with UMass Amherst to release 5 new flavors as a part of an annual food science senior project.
Oh, tell me more.
Why don't they name an ice cream flavor after us?
You know what? Excellent question.
Yeah.
I don't know if Harold will do that, but I would take that from any other ice cream retailer in the area.
The collaboration features the winning entries from the university's competition, including the top-selling Street Nuts. See, that doesn't sound very appetizing.
What's wrong with Street Nuts?
Did you ever have Street Nuts before?
I've had Street Nuts.
The project is led by the UMass Amherst Food Science Department and concludes each year with a panel of judges evaluating the student-created ice cream. The judges select winners based on food science criteria, taste, and texture before the flavors are produced for the public. The partnership allows students in the food and science department to apply chemistry to real-world products. Judy Harrell, owner of Harold's Ice Cream, oversees the production of the student-created recipes. She said every year in the beginning we have the competition at UMass and a panel of judges judge the ice cream and it comes up with the winner, and Harold's makes the ice cream. It teaches chemistry, food science chemistry to students, and it's like a real application. The 2025 competition winning flavors include Street Nuts, Guavalicious, Date Night.
What's in Date Night?
I don't know. Tahini in a bottle and Funky Monkey. Tahini
in a bottle. I mean, I like
tahini.
Sesame
ice cream? Is that what that is?
It must be.
Street Nuts took first place in the contest and was inspired by the smell of roasted nuts in New York City.
I see, I like those.
These are the flavors concocted by the Ass Committee. It smells like street nuts in here.
Would you like a waffle cone of D's nuts?
I want to take that program at Ass.
Could you dip that waffle cone with D's nuts?
D's nuts on the street nuts? What do you say?
Did you know that, I don't know if you are aware of this, but Steve Harrell, the guy that invented
Harold's
Ice Cream,
yeah,
used to have a place called Steve's Ice Cream. And that was like around Boston and Rhode Island and all of that. He was like the first guy to use that cold stone to mix all that stuff in. He was the first guy. He did that in the 70s. All of a sudden, it's like the late 80s, and here's Cold Stone Creamery ripping off his idea. Ripping him off.
Well, you never want to be the first guy to do something.
Yeah, but their whole business model was kind of taken from Steve.
Right.
And I don't think Steve profited off of that. It was $1 million idea Steve could have had.
But now he's dipping into ass flavors, and now you got
It's a shame.
It is pronounced ass, isn't it?
No, it's UMass.
Well, what about on the back of the girls' shorts they all wear? It says ass.
Nope.
Isn't that what that's for?
No, it still says UMass.
Why would you sell shorts like that?
To show school spirit.
Why would anybody wear shorts with writing on the back of them? Have you ever worn a pair of pants that has something written on the back of them, on the ass portion?
Here's a quick radio story that I've never told before.
All right.
That I'm going to tell you right now. I worked for a radio station back in the 80s that thought it would be really, really cool to give all the jocks new staff wear. And it was two items. One, try to imagine this, a cropped cut T-shirt with the station logo on top of it, so that all our beer bellies would hang over the station-issued sweatpants that we were also given. Now, the call letters of this radio station were WQFM. The Q was right over the crotch. And we all refer to it as the Q-tip.
Ah, you see what you did there. How come we don't do that here? We do that with WAQY.
You could, except nobody, and I mean nobody on staff, would be caught out in public wearing either one of those things. So nobody wore the cropped shirt, and no one wore the Q-tip sweatpants.
What a missed opportunity.
Yeah, well, that was almost as good as the general manager who wanted us to wear orange sports coats, like it was ABC's Wide World of Sports. Like suddenly I'm Chris Schenkel doing Bowling for Dollars. No.
Why not?
No.
Be like you're part of a Friars Club or something.
It was almost a mutiny when that happened.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, mix of sun and clouds, high of 41. It's 26 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
The Rock 102 app. Download it and take Springfield's classic rock wherever. Stream
Springfield's classic rock. It's 6:54 in the Black Crows with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be a mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 41. It's 26 in downtown. It's 80-something degrees here in Rock 102.
This week on Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guest is Justin Warfield from the band She Wants Revenge. They've been around for like 30 years. They got a gold record, their debut record, and the brand new one coming up later on this year. His solo album, Warfield, has just been released, called Dark Wave Devotionals. It's a really interesting record and a really interesting guy. And you can hear that interview on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, the Rock 102 app. Also brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
Coming up after 7 o'clock, I want to talk about Afro Man.
Afro Man.
The whole trial. It was pretty wild, the testimony. For some reason, and I'll mention this again, even though the trial ended yesterday, the footage looked like it was from the 1980s, like they were doing like interviews like on VHS tape. You know, that it was just a weird thing. I don't know if that was because of where it was located and the technology that the courthouse has. Or... They
do have filters that you can turn, regular, your phone video into.
Yeah, but this was
VHS quality.
But this was courtroom video, and I don't know. We'll talk about it coming up after 7.
It's just about 6:56 at Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Yeah, let's go. And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware with Scott's 4-Step. 4 easy steps to an awesome lawn.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, folks, this is it. The road to the Final Four, the big dance. The results of the stupid first floor play-in games are done, and now March Madness is officially about to begin this afternoon, with games beginning around 12:15. Texas, Howard, Prairie View, and Miami of Ohio all got their way in and will face almost certain elimination. Now, you may ask, Baxter, you're a big student of the college game. Who you picking for this year's tourney time brackets? Well, a true expert never reveals his hand, but considering today's opening round, I thought I'd throw you a bone and give you a little insight into who I'm picking. Now, according to my brackets, Siena, Ohio State, Northern Iowa, CA Baptist, South Florida, North Dakota State, UCF, Furman, Prairie View, Iowa, Vanderbilt, Troy, VCU, Penn, Texas A&M, Idaho, Long Island, Utah State, High Point, Hawaii, Texas, Kennesaw State, Miami, Queens, Howard, St. Louis, Akron, Hofstra, Miami of Ohio, Wright State, Santa Clara, and Tennessee State are all going to go home early. That means that Duke, TCU, St. John's, Kansas, Louisville, Michigan State, UCLA, UConn, Florida, Clemson, McNeese, Nebraska, North Carolina, Illinois, Mount Mary's, Houston, Arizona, Villanova, Wisconsin, Arkansas, BYU, Gonzaga, Missouri, Purdue, Michigan, Georgia, Texas Tech, Alabama, Tennessee, Virginia, Kentucky, and Iowa State will probably stick around, at least for a little while. Because you see, everybody on either side of the opening round results are going to find they're going to lose at some point. Everybody except for one team, and that's what makes this whole thing so damn exciting. Is it a matter of who's going to win or who's going to lose? And how messed up are my brackets going to be after the opening round? That, my friends, is what March Madness is all about. Believing that Lady Luck is on your side when you filled out your brackets, thinking that you knew what the hell you were doing, when in fact you did not. Because nobody does, and yet we do it anyway because it's the very definition of madness. And I'm warning you now, I'm coming down with a really bad case of it. And it's contagious. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know, the Eagle Mower, Eagle Blower, and the Eagle String Trimmer all run on the same thing, and it isn't smelly gasoline. The Eagle Mower, Blower, and String Trimmer all run on the same battery, and they're all on sale right now at Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:10 and Aerosmith with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 41. It's 27 right now in downtown Springfield.
You know, it is the big week here in Western Mass. You know, you got the road race on Saturday, you got the parade on Sunday. Everyone's all jacked up, want to know, you going to the parade, you going to the road race, which one are you going to? You you need shots, you need Jell-O, you need snacks.
You need anything. You can get it at the Holyoke Road Race.
No, I know that like when big events happen, there's always this concern about like public urination, and people will like relieve themselves on the parade route because they don't want to leave their spot.
You mean like a former city councilor who went behind a dumpster and did that?
I remember that story, and there's a part of me that feels sympathy for a guy like that. You've been drinking since like 7 o'clock in the morning on the streets of Holyoke. You got a spot on the parade route. If you leave, shuffle your feet, lose your seat. It's as simple as that. It's the oldest rule in the book.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your place in line.
I mean, what's a guy to do? You urinating in public is really part of a grand Holyoke tradition.
There's also the alternative of not drinking so much to the excessive point where you have to urinate every 5 seconds along a 2.5 mile? How long is the parade route?
The parade is like 2.5 miles.
2.65 miles.
Yeah. Now the road race is 6.2 miles if you choose to go the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a 2-mile walk. A lot of people probably don't even finish half the race because they got to go to the bathroom, or they'd rather drink themselves into oblivion rather than finish. And I understand that totally.
Well, the festivities will begin with the road race on Saturday before the parade takes over the city streets the following day. The parade features 11 divisions representing communities across the region, including Holyoke, Chicopee, Springfield, Northampton, West Springfield, Westfield, Agawam, East Hampton, and South Hadley. The parade route extends 2.65 miles through the city. Marshals will start at the Kmart Plaza on North. Are you still calling it the Kmart Plaza? There's no the Kmart hasn't been in business in 10 years.
Yes, you're right. There is no Kmart anymore. But people in Holyoke, if you want to identify an abandoned building, you got to tell everybody what used to be there. It's the Kmart Plaza, even though there hasn't been a Kmart customer there in years.
It's the plaza of empty storefronts is what it is. The parade route extends 2.65 miles. The Kmart Plaza, yada, yada, yada. And then Grand Marshal Michael J. Moriarty, what does he know about being Irish, will lead the 73rd annual event. Operations for the parade are overseen by President Jim Wildman and Chief of Staff Jennifer Morrison. The lineup will once again highlight the Melhouse Shriners with their signature mini choppers, dune buggies, clowns, and classic vehicles. Here is the order of those marching, and I will read each and every one.
Okay.
St. Patrick's Committee.
Okay.
Holyoke. Military. Northampton Amherst. Springfield. West Springfield. Agawam. Westfield. East Tampon. South Hadley.
South Hadley.
No, it's written South Hadley.
They forgot a U?
Yeah,
The only thing missing in South Hadley is you.
Soft junk. Is it the Goonies? Soft junk. Chicopee and the Melha Temple Shriners. In addition to the local divisions, the parade will feature marching bands from across the Northeast. The participating divisions represent the communities of Holyoke, Chicopee, Springfield, Northampton. Why are they repeating the exact same thing they did 2 paragraphs ago?
I don't know.
For those unable to attend the celebration in Holyoke in person, 22 News will provide live coverage of the event. The broadcast is set to begin Sunday at noon and will be live streamed at wwlp.com.
Now, let me ask you this, because this is going to be an important part of this whole affair. Mm-hmm. It all starts at the Kmart Plaza, right? Mm-hmm. Is there anyone currently working at 22 News apart from Stremco and Lapis that have been working there since the last time the Kmart was operable? So if you tell like a 22-year-old kid who's working at 22, hey, everyone's meeting at the Kmart Plaza, and you got some kid who's, coming out of college, has no idea there was a Kmart in Holyoke? Where's that? And the only direction he's going to get is just go to the Kmart Plaza. Everyone knows where that is.
No, it's more like, what's a Kmart?
Well, there's that too.
They were like little kids when that closed.
And they weren't even local.
No.
Most of them. They're probably all from like the Boston area.
Yeah,
will these kids even be there on time?
What do they do now that there's no bars in that area anymore? There's the Sandcastle and Pal Joey's closed years ago.
Yeah, which is a shame because that was really half the appeal.
Is it just open bar parking lot then?
It is a BYOB pregame celebration and always kind of has been.
You know what? I can't even imagine doing that anymore. Like at 8 o'clock in the morning, cracking open cold one, and then sucking down whiskey shots and everything else, and then before noontime,
and then being asked to go for a 2-mile walk,
2.6 mile walk.
Yeah,
that's a long way.
It's a very long walk,
and it's not like normal paced walk. Like you could probably do like on a regular brisk walk, you could probably do 2.5 miles in probably under an hour.
Yeah, this thing like takes forever.
4 hours.
Yeah, because the marching band's got to stop and play. Yeah, you get the guys on horseback. Mm-hmm. Horse drops a couple of road biscuits. That's got to get taken care of because you don't want everybody behind you to be trotting through the horse biscuits.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Can't do that. So yeah, I want to say it's a leisurely walk through the streets of Holyoke.
Yeah,
most people who walk on the streets of Holyoke on a normal day try to get indoors as quick as possible.
But I wish somebody's got to make a spectacle of themselves. I really hope that we have a good story to talk about on Monday morning about some rampant drunk official. Remember we had that Chicopee cop like years ago?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, he was trying to start fights and all of a sudden he's walking around like a drunken, bumbling idiot. And
he was really just fitting in because there are a lot of drunken, bumbling idiots who were getting into fist fights even without wearing a uniform.
Yes, but it was the fact that he was wearing the uniform that made it all that much better of a story. So I'm really putting a lot of faith in our local law enforcement and our local public officials to make an embarrassment of yourself. How are we supposed to be continuing this show as comedians if we don't have anybody to make fun of?
It would be a sheer delight to come in here on Monday and talk about an elected official that was like down on all fours and heaving into a storm drain. That would be terrific.
I'll even take a Colleen with a secret drinking problem. All of a sudden, you start doing shots of Jameson, and they're like, it turns into an ABC after-school special.
I would prefer that it would not be the Colleens. They're mostly none of them are like over 21. They probably shouldn't be drinking, but an elected official.
What about them old broad Colleens? The ones
the
past Colleens.
The Colleen from 1978 is here this year, and she still looks terrific for a woman her age.
The one with the broken screen on her phone that celebrates birthday week.
Yeah. The one who's got mace and cigarettes in her purse.
Oh, sweetie, I used to be a Colleen. I used to be a Deborah, too. I used to be whatever they wanted me to be.
The year was 1971. I decided to join the Court of Carlines. I came in 4th place. But I held my own in the parade.
I was the youngest 51-year-old to ever be crowned a Colleen.
I sat at a T-shirt that said, "Kiss me, I'm Irish," and use a little tongue.
Always loved the tongue. Watch out, though. You might want to get some Valtrex after kissing the Blarney Stone.
I wouldn't go about kissing anyone just off the parade route these days, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I had a pal, Joey, too, once.
The good news is, Steven, you can't catch herpes twice, so I've got that going for me.
Well, doesn't it make you immune to the rest of the crowd?
I don't know, but I'm getting my name tag all buffed up. Donna O'Rea.
I love it.
That's right.
I absolutely love it.
I'll give you a little piece of the Irish.
A little piece? How about a big piece? You want to see a leprechaun suck the shamrock juice off of something? You come see me, sweetie.
Yeah, bring your shillelagh to the float.
I'm on the old broad Colleen float. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's what you see those. They're like the retired Colleens.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
in their like 50s and 60s.
I was
riding
very
the Colleen.
attractive in 1979. I let myself go, but back in the day, oh boy,
did I get?
I was quite a number back then.
I got some action back in the day. I had St. Patrick. That was my first boyfriend.
I'd have you spinning faster than the carousel in downtown Holyoke.
Yeah, there was no snakes he was chasing out of my room. Yeah, this is the disgusting conversation it turned into. But we were just trying to limp along till we to forget about the heat in the room that's going on right now.
We're back to 82.2.
Ah, well, all right. Is that cooling off or warming up?
It got up to 82.6 after starting off at 85.5.
I turned the fan around out in the hallway.
Maybe that's
to see the blow of the cool air in.
Ah, good idea.
Yeah.
It's 821 with Bax and Nagle. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 827 and Clapton with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be a mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 41. It is 27 right now in downtown Springfield.
John Fogerty and Steve Winwood are coming to Tanglewood on September 6th, and Rock 102 wants to send you to the show. You tune in afternoons with Pat Kelly this week for your chance to win a pair of tickets. For all the details, go to rock102.com/concerts from Rock 102. Springfield's Classic Rock.
So Friday night, I'm going to be at Nathan Bill's doing some stand-up before Seven Roads, the local band.
They're a good band.
They are. And I'll be doing a set between their sets, too. So we'll be doing that.
So you'll be interrupting music twice.
Yes. Well, not interrupting music. The music, they need to take a break.
Of course they do. But the people who are in the bar will see that as you interrupting the music twice.
It's outside. It's under the tent. Either way, yesterday I'm speaking with the coordinator of this whole thing. Mm-hmm. And he sends me a poster.
Okay.
Regarding my appearance at this particular, event, right?
Sure.
And the first poster, it says, breaking news, Seven Roads, and it's got a picture of the Nathan Bill's facade, the sign outside.
Right.
Seven Roads, a live music and comedy night, so with a little laughing emoji, Thursday, March 20th at 7 p.m.
Isn't today the 19th?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And it says Steve Nagle, Rock 102, stand-up comedy sets, it tells you when. And then there's this picture of somebody who kind of looks like me with a Rock 102 shirt on, but is not really me. It makes me even look like more of a thumb than I already do, right?
Oh, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, that's the first one, right?
Who the hell is that?
I have no idea. And then he says, well, how does this sound? Why don't we do this? And I said, works for me. And I said, the poster says Thursday. It's Friday, though, isn't it right? And then he admits, yes, ChatGPT has problems with dates. This is clearly an AI-generated thing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, stupid AI. And then he said, we're creating more content as we speak. So then I said, send me the updated poster when you get a chance, and I'll share it on the social media.
Right.
So then he sends another one with a slightly different thumb looking Steve Nagle. And then it says Friday, March 21st at 7 p.m. Right?
Okay.
And
apparently they want you there all weekend.
And he goes, wait, it's screwed up again. It's the 20th. Man, this app. And I'm like, well, maybe not use the app.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I said, just tell it it's Friday, March 20th, you effing idiot. That usually works for the Chat GPT. You get aggressive with somebody.
Oh, yeah, then they'll listen.
Yeah. And this person admits that he was becoming more dyslexic because of it. And then they finally come up with Friday, March 20th, 7 p.m. It's finally the right one with the slightly thumb-looking guy again. And then there's another one. You can use either of these. It's another one of me, a sort of looking me, much thinner, with a full head of hair.
Where's this one?
That's also on that post. I put it up with the post on Facebook. It's me.
Why does
with
that
hair.
look like our former intern Ted?
It does look like Ted. That's exactly what I thought as soon as I saw it.
Yeah.
I said I look like Kaczynski.
I mean, I've only known you to be like a bald guy. That's like the George Costanza toupee almost.
Yes, it's very unsightly.
It does. It take that thing off.
And then and then this guy writes, "Dealer's choice." And I was like, I don't know which one. So I posted the thing yesterday saying, hey, come out to Nathan Bill's on Friday. You can see one of three versions of me. The guy with hair, the bald guy that looks like a real thumb, or me.
Oh, my God.
And who knows what you'll get.
It's, I mean, if you show a picture to Chat GPT, don't they just use that picture? Must it always be someone totally different?
I would think so. And this is this is the prop. Stop relying on AI to do your work for you. It's not that hard to learn how to use a program.
No.
Like that you can actually put a real picture of somebody in, superimpose it on a background of
Photoshop would have worked better, to be honest.
Actually, Microsoft Word would have worked better.
A piece of paper and a pen might have worked a little bit more better.
I know a comedy booker who is like, you gotta check this AI image out, and it looks nothing like the people that he's had hires on the thing. I don't understand what the obsession is with this.
It's 8:33. We got news next on Rock 102. 8:35 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
In the hallway.
Excuse me. It's 8:35 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Just corral her in here.
Yeah, we'll be with her in a minute.
We'll be with her in a minute.
Professional radio broadcasting going on. Don't you worry about nothing. News brought to you by Aquapump, an expert in all water supply systems from the well to the pump and into the house. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
It's Lounge 102. We're just an open door policy
That's it.
here.
Just walk right in.
The only reason the door is open because it's 900 degrees inside the studio.
You know what? It has actually gone up a little bit.
How did it go up?
It was down to 82.2.
Yeah.
It's now up to 82.8.
Listen, I know the Make-A-Wish Foundation does amazing work, and we're going to learn about that in a few minutes. But maybe, as like a side wish, could we get a mini split in this room?
Well, that is not what they do. I don't believe we would qualify for.
We got Pat Kelly, who's like our little tiny Tim here. He's throws off the crutches, and eventually he'll be able to walk again. Do you think he'll, if his little wish is, instead of walking, I'd rather have a mini split in the studio.
Pat's at a distinct advantage because, heat rises.
Yeah.
So you and Dan are like the two tallest guys and maybe the whole staff, I think. So it's always going to be warmer for you than it's going to be for a Pat because, Pat's like, right down at floor level. So he's going to feel the cold breeze fastest. I'm kind of like in the middle between Pat and you and Dan. So I'm in a temperate zone. You guys, the two of you are going to always feel hotter just based on your height.
Yeah, I guess so. if that's the way. And we're on the top floor, which makes it even worse. So all that heat from downstairs. You think the Mertz is downstairs? What do you think the temperature down in the Mertz apartment is?
Hey, Rick, it says that right now it's 78 degrees down here.
Well, Fred Mertz told us yesterday. Hey, guys, we keep the doors open and try to keep it cool in the office here and keep the hallway doors open. Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Fred, you got some splaining to do.
You got lots of splaining to do, Fred. I don't even know how to go on here today.
Just do a couple news stories. We'll get my good friend Peg in here, and we'll do some chit-chatting about the Make-A-Wish.
Well, our regional nightmare is over. A World War II-era air raid siren in Holyoke will sound again this Friday after the city council voted unanimously to amend the noise ordinance that had it silenced weeks ago. Thank God.
Those air raid sirens, I used to hear all the time when we were kids. You'd hear them. And then you think, well, boy, here we go. The communists are coming. They're infiltrating all of our great American ideals and institutions.
Aren't you giving PTSD to the boomer population?
Well, I probably am, but I'm just saying, in 2026, the threat of air raids aren't exactly what they used to be.
Yeah.
It's not like you had a build up in Cuba. The Russians were stalking Castro.
What about the local nursing homes? There's got to be somebody with Alzheimer's who's freaking out every time they hear the air raid siren go off.
They probably do.
Yeah. I don't know how good this is going to be.
I'm sure the guys in the soldiers' home, they won't be affected by it negatively at all.
Speaking of which, did you see that facility?
Yes.
I was driving through Chicopee the other day, and you can see it across I was on the, whatever street that is, that's on the high part of the hill.
Yeah.
And you can look across and you can see what a beautiful facility that has turned out to be.
About time there was an investment into that thing.
Completely changed the landscape.
Completely.
I mean, you were always able to see it, but it has now completely changed that landscape. I wonder if they'll keep the HCC radio station tower that was atop the building. I wonder if they'll move it higher.
I don't know.
And then we'll have some real competition in the area.
Yes, we will.
Anyway, the council passed the order 12-0, and Mayor Josh Garcia signed it into law yesterday, allowing the siren to air on Fridays at noon for 2 minutes. I can't wait till the community forum. What is all that noise?
Are the communists coming?
Did anybody hear that air raid siren?
I'm trying to take a nap. Next thing you know, these commie pinko bastards are trying to get into Holyoke.
The siren had sounded...
Probably trying to get into a parade.
The siren had sounded every Friday since at least the 1980s. A noise ordinance complaint prompted the city to issue a cease and desist letter to the warehouse.
Warehouse?
Their house. The venue where the siren is located, bringing the weekly tradition to a halt. After the silencing, Holyoke residents gathered by the dozens in the warehouse.
Warehouse?
Their house. Parking lot each Friday at noon to sound their car horns in protest. Oh, man, I wish I had been part of that.
I mean, it sounds kind of like a lot of fun, but I mean, if you want to drown out an air raid siren, you're going to need a hell of a lot more than just about 5 cars in a parking lot.
Yeah, Denise, you and your Prius aren't going to cut it. Like a little moped horn. Garcia said he wanted the matter placed at top of the city council agenda before the next Friday so that no residents would face fines. We want people to reach out to their government and share concerns, complain when there's a quality of life issue. And what we do is we do our best. At Tuesday night's meeting, the siren ordinance was the first order of business. Yeah, never potholes or any other stuff going on.
We don't care about any, say, city councilors that may have found themselves, being extradited from foreign countries. We just want to know about this air horn.
Several residents addressed the council, including Holyoke resident Jordan Lemieux. For decades, it has been marked rhythms of our daily lives, reminding us of our shared experiences and the strength we find in coming together. Beyond that, it connects us to our past, echoing the stories of those who built this city with hard work and determination.
All right, Steve, I don't know this person that you're talking about, Mr. Lemieux. I don't know much about him, but I don't know he sounds like that.
I don't even know if it's a man. Jordan could be
It could be
it's a universal
female too,
name.
yes.
I've
You're
never.
I don't know Mr. or Ms. or Mrs. Lemieux at
Okay.
all. But I'm just saying, I don't know if that's the voice they have.
In my defense of doing these voices,
Yes.
when your kids were wee lads, young ones,
Lasses.
Yes.
What
lasses? When you would read them a bedtime story, did you not do like a crazy voice for whatever story you were reading?
Yeah, but that was for children,
Yes. What do you think we're broadcasting to?
not children.
Have you seen the Route 10 Tire listener line?
Maturity and child age are not
Yeah.
necessarily one and the same.
Sometimes you have to speak to them like they're 5 years old in order for them to retain the information. Do you think somebody would just walk away from this newscast if I just said, and Holyoke resident Jordan Lemieux said for decades it's marked the rhythms of our daily lives, reminding us of our shared experiences and the strength coming together? Or would you remember the story by saying, for decades it has marked the rhythms of our daily lives, reminding us of our shared experiences and the strength we find in coming together?
You know, when Walter Cronkite was the anchor for the CBS Evening News for like decades and became like America's most trusted journalist.
Yeah.
He never had to resort to impersonations to get that kind of journalistic trust and integrity, held on to. He didn't need to rely on that.
You know what, Bax? In a world of Walter Cronkites, I am a Jeffrey Toobin.
I would agree with that.
You can see me doing awful things to myself over a Zoom call.
Well, as they say,
thinking that nobody is watching.
Different strokes for different folks.
That means two things.
That's right.
Well, the world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
Yes, it's true.
What
might be right for you may not be right for some.
But then a man is born.
He's a man of means.
And then along come two.
They got nothing but their genes.
But they got different strokes. Different strokes. Different strokes to move the world. And now we have a guest coming
Thank
up.
goodness.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 41. It is 30 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah. Men.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:51, excuse me, an AC/DC with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 42. It's 31 in downtown Springfield.
First of all, I just want to say that I'm delighted to be doing some events again with the folks at Make-A-Wish from Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and in the studio to talk about a really cool event that's coming up on the 28th is Peg Weeble. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks for the opportunity to come in and share with your listeners.
There we go.
There we go.
Now I have you.
Now we have you.
Now we have you. No, this is you explained this event, and you've been doing this one for an awful long period of time, and it's a really cool event. Tell us a little bit about what Swish Night is all about.
Sure. So Swish Night is our premier event here in Western Mass. It's a lot of fun. Someday I look forward to going to it when I'm not running it. We expect to have 300 people, Long Meadow Country Club. It's during March Madness, so we have the basketball games on TVs throughout the club. We have great auctions. We have gourmet food stations. And then we also have an impactful mission program so that people really understand why we're there and why we have the need to raise funds.
We did a Zoom call a couple weeks ago with Max. He was the Wish kid last year that got his wish and found out about it at this event. And Max is such a cool kid, and he told us all about what he had done. And he had gone to Canada. He's a big hockey fan, and you sent him out to St. Louis.
Yes,
in
Lake Louise,
Canada.
yeah.
And what a cool kid! And this he was just like so happy and didn't ever want to leave it. And I appreciate having the chance to talk to him. He was really, really cool.
Well, we appreciate you agreeing to MC this event for us. Last year we revealed Max's wish that it was going to come true, and that he was leaving in a week. Family, kept it a total secret, and it was just that smile, that joy. And that's what we want to hit with every single wish, right? It's bringing hope, strength, and joy to the child and their family.
Yeah.
It really was a moment for the audience to understand the impact of a wish.
I know many people have a general idea of what Make-A-Wish is about, but could you explain a little bit more to the folks about, with the criteria, how these things come to be. I mean, obviously there are things you wouldn't be able to grant somebody because of resources or whatnot. So can you just tell us a little bit of how that process works?
Sure, and thank you for asking that question. So at Make-A-Wish, across the country and international affiliates, we grant wishes, we grant life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. Our goal is to reach every medically eligible child. Steve, a couple of myths that we always try to, have the opportunity to share. We are not an end-of-life organization. Our criteria is for children to be referred to us when they're between the ages of 2.5 and 18, that they not already have had a wish granted, and that they're currently facing the life-threatening medical condition, because the wish is really seen as part of the treatment. It really kind of shows the child that, the wish shows the child that, maybe the impossible is possible.
Yeah.
And how that translates into, the battle that they're having.
So it's not just terminal prognosis.
Not
it's,
at all.
It's for all eligible children with these conditions.
Another myth that we like to touch upon is that we're part of a national organization, but we are a local organization. We are responsible in Massachusetts and Rhode Island for granting the wishes of the children in our territory. And we have our own board of directors, we're our own 501c3. We all have to follow the guidelines of the national office, but and to your point about not being able to grant some wishes, I mean, we really try to grant the number one wish of the child. Sometimes our board of directors will not approve a child who wants to go heli skiing, and get dropped off on a Swiss mountain.
Oh, what a rip-off. Come on. What's going on over there?
What about climbing Mount Everest?
Maybe not.
Yeah, just a few of those.
Yeah.
But our goal is always to, be able to grant that wish.
We used to do a lot more stuff with Make-A-Wish years and years ago.
You did.
And I always loved doing it. And it was always really, really satisfying when you realize, where the efforts are going and where the donations are going. And it has always been about, keeping these things local. Every year, you guys provide quite a few wishes, but each one of these does come with a price tag. I mean, some people may donate some things, but ultimately, it really is about getting the money to donate. And it's not it's events like this which helps it along, but people should be thinking about donating all year long rather than just one event here or one event there, because that kind of need is a 12-month process.
Absolutely right. And here's the thing. So if someone isn't able to come to Swish Night or support Swish Night in some way, there's a way that we want to engage with everyone. You reach out to us, we're going to make that match, right? You might be interested in volunteering and become a wish granter, where you're actually working with the children to identify what their wish might be. You might want to, establish an a local event. Or you just might want to grant a wish. Our average cost of a wish right now is $12,500.
Wow.
So when you have a family or a wish child who wants to travel to Hawaii or wants to travel to Japan, those are the high-end wishes. You can have a child who wishes for a puppy, and certainly, that's the skewing, right? That's where, we end up at our 12.5. So yes, we invite your listeners. You know what? We don't want to keep that joy to ourselves, right? We want everybody to be able to join us in that.
As far as Swish Night goes,
yes.
Again, this is happening on the 28th, which is next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend at the Longmeadow Country Club. If somebody wanted to participate or go or whatever, what should they do?
So you can go to a website, wish.org/together. Go to events, and you're going to find Swish Night right there with all the information and a link to our sponsorship. Gives you the option to buy tickets, which are limited at this point, and to also just make a donation.
And it's the 13th annual, so this has been going on for a long time. This is a big event. It
is, and you know what? It has such a lifespan. People love it. I mean, you're coming to a cocktail party. And you're just going to have a great time. And of course, the Make-A-Wish mission, we keep it very positive. We keep it, joy focused. And it just keeps growing.
I can't wait to be a part of it. It's happening in the 28th again. Longmeadow Country Club, 400 Shaker Road in Longmeadow. Peg Weeble from Make-A-Wish. Great to see you.
Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
It's going to be a great night. It's just about 8:59 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.